ago, I said to my team, if I catch you using AI to write articles, you're done. Today, if you're not using AI, you're also done. So whenever I work for, I think it's very important to work for companies, but I always thought to myself, and I would hate it if my employees thought like this, either you're paying me to one day run your company, or you're paying me one day to compete against you. So I never looked at it as every day I went to work, like, I'm learning. Like, even when I was at Penske, there would be like an email would go out, like, we're having a workshop on GDPR. I'll sign up. Wow, you're going to have all these lawyers giving, workshops on, permission, privacy and everything in Europe? Okay. Everything they would do, I'm like, how do I learn from everybody? Not because I needed it, because I wanted it. Like, my brother and I argue about this all the time. Like, I think today, regardless of who you are, you should be going home at night and teaching yourself AI. Not because I'm saying you should do it, but I have employees who come, I designed a new version of the website in Lovable. You did what? How did you do that? Yeah. Wow. Can you do it? Like, the people that take the initiative and find ways to create efficiency, they're going to be the ones that are going to find success. If you wait for someone to tell you, you're probably too late to the game. Right. But how do I make someone? I can't mandate that. How do you mandate people to care about self-improvement?
Yeah, they have to want it.
The same people. Why does someone go to the gym 6 days a week, no days off, and somebody else, they could be overweight, diabetic, and you still can't convince them to go.
Right.
So, but these are the decisions people have to make. And look at the layoffs that happened this past couple weeks. The world's changing faster than I think we've ever seen it.
Right.
So,
yeah, I mean, the world in 5 years is going to look like a completely different space.
And look, no one has a crystal ball, so going home and learning Lovable or Descript may not be the answer, but it's more of the curious mind and the person that's always looking to learn is going to be in a lot better position, right? Mm-hmm. You're forever a student.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was on the plane. Well, at first I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning in Nashville after working all day, getting the flooring and doing gym stuff, right? And I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning just wide awake and just started to had all these ideas and I just started feeding them to ChatGPT and then asking it more and then asking it more and then I came up with this whole internal memo, from my team to just think more. And that's what I love what you said, because that's really what it should be about, is truly thinking about what else can we do.
What did I say earlier? Like, the technology is now just table stakes. It's what you're doing with that. And here's the other thing. Look, people could debate this. The goal isn't for me to not work 9 or 10 hours today. It's, can I get back 3 or 4 hours of something I was doing, create more efficiency so I could use those 3 or 4 hours, maybe for business development, maybe if you're doing some of this. If you're in sales, okay, maybe you're going to be doing less time making decks and spreadsheets, and you could do more time selling. So it's not necessarily so you could work less and have more freedom. It's so you can be more efficient. And also, as companies, they're going to say, I don't need 5 people doing this. I could have 1 person doing it. So if you're not the person that has the skills to do it,
they're not going to hire you.
You either will not be hired or you will not remain hired.
Right. But I find it interesting, though, that you said that, because I feel like I've fallen into meeting more people that are using AI and technology to be lazy instead of what you said, and that's the frustrating thing as a business owner.
Well, people are always going to do that. And so, okay, what does my coach and I talk about? All I can do, I'm not going to convince you to be a different person. I could probably give advice to 10 people, maybe 1 of them will take it. But the only thing I can control is the people I hire, the people you reward, the people you surround yourself with. There are plenty. This is probably in, call it 15 years as an entrepreneur, the best team I've ever had. And the beauty of this is I don't really have to say very much. They're very they're very motivated because they want to do great work. So, I also think I'm at an age where you think I really want to go home and learn AI. What's dual schema now? I got to optimize the website for SEO and for AI. But here's the thing, imagine when Google and everything came out. It's this is an opportunity for me to be ahead of everything. How do I optimize for all these AI agents and all these AI platforms? And so the difference is, if you were 60 and computers and email started coming out, maybe you could get away with, I'll write out the last 10 years and not worry about it. You can't ride out the next 10 months without worrying about it.
No, it's here. And it's now the learning, it's like 4.0 becomes 5.0 like overnight. You know? Exactly. And I'm sure that's frustrating too, because again, I mean, do you find yourself wondering if it's them or AI? You know what I mean?
So first of all, there's certain things that I think give away AI a little bit. Think about if I say, yo man, how was the movie? Yeah, it's pretty good. You know, my wife liked it. I didn't really enjoy it very much. Eddie, this cinema was directed by, Oscar-winning director, blah 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 blah. From you don't talk like that.
Exactly.
You know,
that's the part that I don't like.
So
is that
you go on
you
Instagram,
gotta talk like
you go
yourself.
on LinkedIn. It's like everyone now thinks they're Shakespeare. Yeah, why do I care what you think about this? I mean, you have every right to write it.
Right.
So you got to be authentic. I think the difference is, what's changing is, think about a press release. You used to pay someone 50, 60, 70, whatever, 80,000 to write that all day. Take it, write it, post it. That's now a commodity piece of content. No Days Off launches sparkling water. Okay, anyone could create that content. What they can't do is what you and I are doing. What they can't do is Josh is going to sit and interview you. AI can't do that. AI can't put you in a room with 1,000 other industry executives so that you can network and do business with them.
Right.
That's what you really want. So what do I tell the team? Not that we're not going to do news, because I got to get that news out, but how do we use tools to get that out quicker so you have more time to do the stuff no one else can do, because that's going to give us a competitive advantage. Because just being a news outlet is not enough anymore, because there's what's the moat? And then you win on relationships, and you win on superior journalism. So there's an irony that's happening. In a world of AI, the better journalist actually succeeds. It's that mid-level, I'm just going to bang out a bunch of, listicles, top 10 waters to drink. That's really easy. So you got to think about what can you do that's different, which is why I love B2B. Like, look at the power of a Bloomberg terminal. They're going to change how they're operating. They're going to change the information they're serving to you, but the need for information is never going to go anywhere. Whether it's the Stone Age you're carving on a wall, or it's magazines, or it's DVDs, or it's websites, or it's phones, the consistent there is the need for information. People are like, oh, the music industry's dead. No, music has never been more alive. The difference is maybe Arista Record isn't a benefactor. Maybe it's Live Nation. But we're all listening to music.
Here's the truth. Most people are walking around chronically dehydrated, and the water they're drinking to fix it is actually working against them. It's stripped of minerals, or it's loaded with contaminants and microplastics, and it's all coming from these plastic bottles. So you're drinking more, but you're getting less. So my team and I, we fixed that. We created No Days Off Premium Water. We take it through an 8-step reverse osmosis process. It comes out contaminant-free, PFAS-free, microplastic-free. Then we put back what your body actually needs: calcium, magnesium, and potassium. The electrolytes you sweat out, and the minerals that run over 300 reactions in your body. We balance it to an 8.1 alkaline pH for hydration that works at the cellular level. And we can it in aluminum, never plastic. So nothing leaches out into your water, and nothing sits in the landfill. That's the hack. Hydration done the right way. Not more water, better water. But I'll be straight with you. Water is only half of it. The other half is showing up and doing the work. No days off. That's the whole reason this brand exists. So here's what I want to do for you. If you're local to, or even just visiting, Nashville or Miami, I want to give you a free workout at Legacy. On us. No catch. You come in, you train with our team, you feel what No Days Off is all about. So if you're serious about your health and you're anywhere near Nashville or South Florida, come see us. Book a free session at legacyfit.com. Walk into Legacy and tell us the big dog sent you. We'll take care of the rest.